Alright, so today I'm going to be installing a new CB antenna on the Stratus. I've had a reasonably inexpensive magnetic mount base on this thing for a long time. It was a Radio Shack special. It was pretty good, but over time it's rusted out, and I was trying to clean it the other day and it broke, so I'm putting another mount on it. I've already got a Firestik mount on the Dodge and on the Ford where I share the same antenna, so I'm going to put the same mount here so I don't have to buy another antenna, because I only drive one car at a time. Why do you need more than one antenna? You can use a quick mount, which goes in and turns quarter turn and mounts it on there, and you pull the antenna off, which I already have. And I like putting a spring on it. This one's probably a little overdone. It'll end up most likely cracking my trunk, but I don't care. Again, the car is old, it's got a lot of miles on it, so first thing I'm going to do is try to clean this thing, because I can't think of the last time I actually washed the car, and the antenna kind of chewed up the paint fairly good because it was a mag mount, but I might as well start with something that's semi-clean so the tape at least will stick to it. God, that's from the car. This car is horribly filthy. Yeah, a few little rust spots from the paint dings, but again, don't really care, because there's nothing impressive about this car. Now, I don't know if you probably can't see that, so I'm going to move this over here. We've got some bracing inside the trunk there, and I have to work around that. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to target this area here for the mount on the top side, so that when I drill through, I only have to, I got a decent flat surface to use to make a hole saw on this side, so I can get in there and fasten it, the actual mount, to the internals. So that's about what I'm going to shoot for, but before I do that, I'm going to get an idea of what kind of distance I'm looking at here. I'm looking at about 5.5 inches from the front of the lip. So I'm going to I don't really need to do this because I don't care, and it's going to be covered up anyway. This is going to be a mount that you actually have to drill. But what I'm going to do is get me a pen. That'll work. Blue Sharpie on blue tape, always planning ahead. I'm going to take a quick dimension across this thing, about like that, and that is right at about 46 inches. So we go just shy of 23. That should give me the center. And it looks about the center. We will double check this measurement at, let's say, 5 3/4. Come on. Which feels way back there, because before the antenna was up here, but I've got there's a brace underneath the hood that I can't really do anything with, so I'm going to double check this. Five 3/4. Just shy of. Yeah, that's about right. So I need to go to a 1/2 inch. And because of the way this is set up, I am going to use a step bit. Oops, fix that. And the way I look at it is if I screw this up, I can silicone over it and leave the tape there, and I'm really just not going to care. As far as I'm aware, there are no wires under here, so and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a second hole through that other bulkhead, therefore I have a center hole for my hole saw when I get done. Alright, there's now a hole in my car. Now, big bit. Okay, well, what I'm going to do here is mark this sucker with a little tape so that I know I'll stop one early so that we can check it. We're getting there. This being the mount that I'm looking for. Okay, we've got a little ways to go yet. Not yet. Not yet. So, alright, like I said, we're taking this slow because it's not often I drill holes in my cars. And there it is. That's the 1/2 inch. Well, that went pretty well. And I'll tell you, using that step bit is the way to go. I just bought that a couple of weeks ago because you try drilling a hole in bloody sheet metal, see what you end up with. So there is the hole, and that's not even a burr on it. I mean, that is beautiful. So I definitely highly recommend that. Now we're going to open this up. Whoop, maybe not. We'll open this up in a second. There we go. I'm going to open this up, dump out all of the shavings out of the hood. And here is that. And what I have to do is, when this goes together, this piece is a washer that goes under there, and this piece screws into it. So this may get real interesting because I've got to fit a fairly sizable washer into this, and I don't have a hole saw quite that big, so what I may end up doing is putting this hole in it with this size so that I can actually get a then take a saw and just make a little bit of a cut so I can slip the washer in that way. So that's going to be interesting. And I may be able to actually, yeah, I'll be able to slide the washer in there and then jiggle it around. That'll work. So that's what we're going to do. Now we got to put the hole saw here. Alright. We're going to test this bad boy. Also a Milwaukee unit. can't tell, I tend to like Milwaukee tools. Now, this is probably stupid to do this over the window, but that's what we're going to do. Well, that is eating like nobody's business, but I'm putting sparks onto my tempered glass, so we're going to do that for now. Come on. Come on. Yay! All right. Well, the Milwaukee hole shooter works. Figure out how to undo this. Been a while. Yeah. Oh well. I'll do that later. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do. Oh yeah, that's going to work perfect. Alright, well, the next thing I'm going to do is see if I can get this thing assembled in the manner in which it shows, which is this with a rubber gasket on top, this, and then this piece threaded together to compress the whole thing. Because the top looks good. I can't believe how well that did. There's no burrs on the bottom of that thing either. That is impressive. So we're going to set you there. You're going to go like that. Okay. Well, that was less effective than I'd hoped. Trying to find the washer that I just slipped in there without hacking myself silly on these brutally sharp edges that the hole saw left is going to be something. Try this with a little bit of a oh boy. Okay, well that didn't work because it fell down a hell of a lot deeper than I thought because of the way this is constructed, and now I think it's over here. So I'm going to have to pop the trunk off and give it a shake, find that damn thing, and hopefully I can get it to where it will work. And we're back. Got the trunk removed, shook it around, got this back. Now I got to figure out how to do this better. Let's try this. We'll do that, and then put this on. Top of it. There we go. Yeah. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to see it from the back anyway. So I'll put the Firestik emblem going forward, just for shits and giggles. Now I gotta get, it looks to be a 5/8 deep socket. Yep, perfect. Okay. All right. And that's how you do that. Now, we will, first off, I think I want to see how far this threads into here. Okay. Okay. Wires and the 5/8. Funny, I didn't realize that there were no hexes on this spring. Oh, really? 11/16. Insert this piece, which is where the antenna will actually mount when we're done. And at this point, ain't that big a deal. And we're just about done. Now, all I need to do maybe route my brandy spanking new American made? Yeah, American made cable by MPD Digital. Nice looking cable, got real pretty ends on it. This is why I wanted this style, because I knew what kind of gap I was working with underneath here, and that it was going to be the easiest thing to handle. Now I just run that up through the back seat, hook to my CB, fire it up, give it a test. Done. Okay, so I got the wire run up there underneath the seats, hooked to the little unit. It's not really a great CB, it's just a Midland completely self-contained handheld unit. But for what I use it for, which is on my long traveling, figuring out what lane to be in when traffic is stopping by listening to the truckers, it works just perfectly. Actually, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do, come down here, tie wrap that over there, and that'll keep it out of the way. Alright. you can see, it's ridiculous. What's the worst that could possibly happen? So, there it is. Done.